wait until we are live. Seems to be now. Pop out. Chat. Do the social post. And here we go. Then I just need to pull up my list of rumors that have been doing the rounds for today. Alright. Let's start with the easy stuff. Chew! Hey, Chuzo Adam! Games on PS5, I know! Ridiculous thought. I have one of them right now. I have no time to play it. I have a review code for Death Stranding 2 that I have no idea where I'm going to find time in the next few weeks to play. Hey, Incompetent Hero. I swear there's been one of these every day for 2 weeks already. We haven't even hit, like, Summer Games Fest proper yet. Hey, Nathalie. Hey, I'm Alex C. The BT. I predict Hello 9. Do you mean Resident Evil 9? I'm not sure what Hello would mean in that context, but Resident Evil 9 would make sense. Well, don't worry, we'll get there. Don't rush me. I'm doing predictions. I've got a list of things. So, studios that are going to be there. We're expecting something from Capcom. Capcom is Resident Evil. Yeah, fuck it. We're putting that down now. Resident Evil 9. We're putting down for today. Square Enix. Oh, what was it we're doing the rounds for Square Enix? Koei Tecmo 505. Final Fantasy 16 and 7 remake announced for Xbox during their showcase. Yeah. Pragmata coming back around would be... makes sense. Music a bit loud? I can turn the music down. I thought I had the music fairly quiet, but also this is a video game soundtrack where the volume's going to keep changing. Is it too loud currently, or was it the dramatic end of the tune that got a bit loud? I confused the words hello and Resident Evil. Ha. Please, zero discussion of Deltarune Chapter 3. Like, I'm deathly serious. Zero discussion of Deltarune Chapter 3. Chat, please. I ask of it now. Right. We'll get there. God of War Space. The BT, you don't have to say all the things. I'm gonna put these... I've seen the rumors doing the rounds, the BT. Don't worry. I'm gonna put them on here. And you gotta give me a minute. I'm warming up with chat. Yeah, look, I apologize if I'm seeming a little stern about bringing up the I've already seen the words Deltarune and Chapter 3, and even if it was I'm only 10 minutes in, I'm like, that's... I cannot... I refuse to be spoiled on that fucking game, and I got a little bit of PTSD here. I'm on the lookout to be like, we are not discussing Deltarune Chapter 3. Hey, Dandelion! I'm a little annoyed I can't just steal Sammy's copy of Deltarune as family sharing is turned off. I think she's enjoying it. I am waiting. I'm gonna play it on Switch too. I don't know when I'm gonna get to start playing it, because I'm not gonna play any of it on my day-long Switch 2 stream tomorrow. Then I'm writing in the evening. Then it's Summer Games Fest until, like, mid-next week. I don't know when I'm gonna have a chance to sit down, but when I do, it's gonna be offline, just me, my Switch 2, Deltarune, and I'm going to play it offline, and I'm not even going to talk about my thoughts about it on Podquisition. I've decided Deltarune is just going to be an offline game for me to have private opinions about, because the internet has lost its right to have my reactions to that game. I'm planning on wooing the characters, blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, in Wonderful Life, yes, that's... Right, I should be going through, what are my predictions? We're doing prediction stream. Red Dead Redemption 2 Next Gen update. Rumor is true. Doesn't seem like a thing that would be here today. Ooh, there's some rumors of a new Neo, and this feels like the place where that would be. Neo seems like a thing that would come here. Square Enix Image Studio, responsible for CG. Final Fantasy. Ooh, Final Fantasy 9 I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm putting it as a placeholder. I'm doing the reading. I'm doing the getting caught up. Let's see. Ubisoft's not doing Ubisoft Forward. Ubisoft stuff could show up here or Xbox. Xbox feels more like where, because the Ubisoft rumor is that it's Splinter Cell remake, and that feels more to me. My heart says that would show up at Xbox, not here. There's rumors of a Cyberpunk getting a second DLC, and honestly, I'm gonna put it here for now because it feels like the kind of thing Sony would like to have. Lords Around says, prediction, a game that Laura worked on. It wouldn't be the first. We've been seeing Nanomon has shown up at a few of the showcases. Word Atro has shown up at a few of the showcases. I don't think either of those is going to be on PlayStation, but you never know. Call of Duty 2026's title is leaked. Ooh, Silent Hill 2 Remake DLC. This seems like a place that might happen. New Sackboy or Astrobots? Astrobot feels way too soon. Sackboy didn't sell well enough. I think we get, like, I don't think we get another Sackboy until, like, next console gen. This is just PlayStation. Well, it is third parties, but the PlayStation are running this showcase, so it'll be games that are coming to PS5. It is specifically PS5 games. It'll be first-party PlayStation games, but also, like, second-party stuff, like Capcom might have... It's heavily rumored Resident Evil 9's showing up today, for example. Let's have a look. Sonic Frontiers. Okay, let's put this one on. This is the big rumor doing the rounds. God of War 2D Metroidvania. That is the big rumor doing the rounds, and I think it's very, very likely. Gravity Rush PS5 is doing the rounds. I think that's already been debunked, but I'm putting it on there because I want to believe. It's the God of War Ragnarok soundtrack, and it keeps... It's not got a good consistent volume, so it keeps swelling to dramatic levels. I'll try toning it down again. Silent Hill if... maybe? I feel like we're still a ways away from that. I heard Final Fantasy Tactics Remake. It's just people on Blue Sky, so I have no idea if it's credible. You know what, for now... I'm putting it on the list for now. We can always take it off. Silksong, no. Microsoft and Nintendo are the two companies that have shown, like, marketing ties to Silksong. At no point has PlayStation, like, had any kind of marketing push for Silksong, which makes me think it'll be Xbox. It'll either be Xbox this Sunday or it'll be Nintendo middle of this month. Gravity Rush, Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Who publishes Sonic Racing Crossworlds? That could be... That's Sega? Yeah. Yeah, I'm putting this space... There's been some leaks suggesting that some really fucking weird characters are coming to Sonic Racing Crossworlds, including SpongeBob SquarePants and Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender are coming to the Sonic Racing game. Oh yeah, the God of War stuff is a real rumor that's doing the rounds. It's under the project name. What's the project name that's been doing the round? Demos? Is that what it was called? I'm trying to find the name now. Yeah, Deimos, Deimos is the rumored name of it, or the I don't know if that's the actual name or like just like a code name, but ooh, we've got BioShock 4 rumors doing the rounds. Let's see, Exodus 1 corroborates Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster being real, and it's coming to Xbox as well. Okay, yeah, okay, that's... Okay, Extra Ones is where that Blue Sky rumor came from. Yeah, the Silent Hill 2 DLC is reportedly the Born from a Wish content. You can tell you're tired when you question who publishes Sonic. Well, yeah, but the thing is in my head I was thinking about Sonic, but also SpongeBob, but also Avatar The Last Airbender, and both SpongeBob and Avatar are Nickelodeon properties, so in my head I was like, two-thirds of... I said the word Sonic, SpongeBob, and Avatar, and in my head two-thirds of those were Nickelodeon properties, so you can see why it took me a second to go, no, I'm not describing a Nickelodeon property, it's Sonic, it's Sega. Yeah, BioShock 4 rumors are doing the rounds. Nickelodeon has the license to the Sonic cartoons, I think. Interesting, if accurate, I did not know. Jason Schreier was teasing Final Fantasy Tactics news. Again, if it's a Square Enix thing, I feel like it's more likely here than it is at Xbox's thing. Okay, the director of Final Fantasy Tactics, as well as several other Square Enix representatives, retweeted the State of Play tweet. There we go. Those are, I think, the big rumors that have been doing the rounds that I want to get on here to start. Wolverine game still alive? Yeah, still alive, but I don't think we see it yet. I think it's... maybe a CGI teaser, maybe some really basic teaser. How long has it been since that leaked alpha footage? Been at least a year? Okay. I'm putting Wolverine on here for now just because I gotta fill the spots with something. I will put No Bloodborne 2. No Bloodborne is a space. I'm predicting we will not see any Bloodborne. Which game is most likely to shadow drop today? If I had to pick something currently on this list, I would say the God of War 2D Metroidvania. Like a 2D Metroidvania God of War to shadow drop on their June Direct. Like, that feels like a thing I could see. What else do we want? We got 20 minutes. Also, I gotta minimize my OBS briefly because my Google Calendar is trying to inform me that there's a State of Play starting in 20 minutes. And I know that, but it won't stop pinging me until I acknowledge that fact. Come on, and then open that. Yes, I'm back. Would you play as Kratos or Atreus? I saw information about this leak, and I've completely forgotten it. I have no idea. I would assume Kratos, probably. Kratos seems probably who you would play. I don't know. Will we see the Pac-Man Metroidvania? It seems like Nintendo is leaning really hard into promoting Shadow Labyrinth. I doubt we see it here. It's shown up in 2 different Nintendo Directs in the space of a month. To me, it seems like Nintendo's got that locked down. Way too soon for an Astrobot 2 tease. Way too soon for that, unfortunately. Kratos' story is done, so it wouldn't make sense to play as Kratos again, unless it's a flashback. Like, it could very well be a... here's some random time in his past, and he's just beating up guys, and he doesn't have a son or feelings yet. Like, or it's, I got lost, I went out for milk, and I got attacked by, like, some more gods I didn't expect. I gotta fight my way home for dinner. Like, if they want Kratos to be the protagonist, they'll make Kratos the protagonist. I don't think, yeah, but his story had a really satisfying and fulfilling narrative conclusion. I don't think that's gonna stop them making Kratos the protagonist of a spin-off, if they want of a spin-off. Like, I don't think they'd put him in a main game right now, but, did that work for God of War Ascension? You tell me. Wait, a state of play? I thought we were predicting games Laura's working on. You are predicting games I'm working on. That's your shtick. Will we see a David Cage game? No chance. David Cage is quietly sitting in a hole, asking forgiveness for his sins, I suspect, at the moment. Yeah, like a mid-quel between God of War 3 and PS4 God of War? Yeah, would totally make sense. We need a God of War with New Age mythologies. Show me Kratos versus the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Flunkorg says, I watched the E3 2005 stuff when Microsoft goes, this is a gamer girl, she has a low rep because she doesn't play real games. Oh. Gex Sunrise says, every state of play I pray for Infamous 1 and 2 ports or remakes, forever changed to the PS3. You know what? I don't think it's gonna happen, but for you, Infamous, I feel like those games are long overdue a nice little coat of paint and a re-release. You think we'll see a Microsoft game? I think... what Microsoft games are currently rumoured for PlayStation? Oh, that's actually a good space. Because my question is, do we see... if it's a Microsoft port to other platforms, do we see it at the Microsoft Showcase? I don't think we do. I think we see it here. I'm gonna put Xbox as a space for now. I'm not gonna zero into a specific game yet. What game that would be is the question mark. Also, while I have you all here, tomorrow, daytime, UK, for any of you who are UK people, I'm planning like an 8-hour-long daytime stream tomorrow, streaming the Switch 2, loading up a bunch of different games, showing how different games run, answering questions, troubleshooting, just hanging out, checking out Switch 2. I'll be going live somewhere between 9 AM and noon in the UK, somewhere between 9 AM and like 11:59 AM, depending on when the Switch 2 shows up. That's the 3-hour window I'm currently being told, so... do you have a Switch OLED? I do! I have one right here. It's the OLED, because it's got the big kickstand. That's my OLED. I like it very much. It's a very nice handheld. I've been playing 100 Line Last Defense Academy on it, and I'm going to try and continue playing that on Switch 2 and not get completely distracted by all of the E3 Summer Games Fest. Any PC ports they can announce? I feel like there have been some rumored, and I don't remember which ones. Halo. You know what? I'm making... Xbox is a space by itself, and I know this is kind of cheating. I'm putting Halo as a separate space for now. Halo... I'm going to tentatively give Halo a space. We'll see. Ooh, Metal Gear Solid 3 release date. Ooh, yeah. MGS 3 Delta date. You know what? That's great. That's a good thought. You know what might show up? Horizon 3. What? Forza Horizon 3? No, Forza Horizon, we're up to 5. What, like the Horizon Triple Dawn or whatever? No, I feel like we're not ready for that. Marathon's had all the marketing budget pulled out. Yeah, a Marathon... I don't think we see Marathon after the fucking them stealing a shit ton of art from an artist controversy like 2 weeks ago. I don't think they show Marathon. I think they bury their head in the sand and pretend that Marathon doesn't exist for a bit. Horizon Forbidden West was 4 to 5 years ago? Really? Forbidden West wasn't launch year, was it? I feel like it was at least... at least a year or two into the PS5. Like, at most, it's 3 years. Like, I feel like we've got at least another year waiting for Horizon. It was Elden Ring's release date. Yeah, so like 3 years ago? Let me look this up. Last release. Yeah, start of 2022, February 2022. Yeah, 3 years. I was correct. Cool. Yeah, 4 years minimum before we hear anything. Release in 5 years to me for one of those. Like, I think we're at least a year away from hearing Aloy's coming back for another adventure. Is more intergalactic / Naughty Dog a reach? Maybe we see like a teaser for it into. When did Intergalactic get revealed? How long ago was that? Earlier this year? Oh, does Ghost of Yotei not have a release date already? Can someone confirm that? Whether it has a release date? Because if it doesn't, Ghost of Yotei's going on here. It doesn't? Okay. Yotei. Ghost of Yotei's this year. It definitely has a year. 100% it has a year. Kingdom Hearts 4 isn't there, but Kingdom Hearts 4 seems like it's a ways off yet. I'm not putting Kingdom Hearts 4 on here. Persona 4 remake confirmation given all the leaks. I think we see that at Xbox, not PlayStation. Because I'm pretty sure Xbox revealed the Persona 3 remake for the first time. Persona 3 Reload, I think, was an Xbox reveal. Yeah, Persona 4 is absolutely Xbox, yeah. Yeah, I thought that we got an October release date announced for Ghost of Yotei. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I thought there was a whole thing of like, oh god, they've picked a release date and GTA is totally gonna like crush their release date. It was a whole thing. I wish for the return of Killzone. I don't think that Guerrilla has any interest in going back to Killzone. Ghost of Yotei is releasing October 2nd, that's what I thought. Yeah, GTA 6 was delayed, but before it was delayed, it seemed like they were both going to be like similar time this year. Yeah, I'm taking Ghost of Yotei off here. It has a date. I was sure it did. Final Fantasy VII Remake 3 tease. Ooh. You know, again, I don't think it's likely. I definitely don't think we get Final Fantasy IX Remake and 7 Remake Part 3 and Tactics all in one Sony showcase. But I don't know what else to put on here, so... Look, this is a bingo board I'm not going to win. I know that in my heart of hearts. I'm going to lose bingo today. But this is the start of an absolutely going to melt my brain into mush week of live streams. So I gotta start a little bit silly with the bingo, because... Look, if I'm not a little loosey-goosey, silly-billy nonsense with the bingo today, by the time that we're on, like, Tuesday and I've streamed 70 hours, I will want to die. So I gotta chop up on the joy right now by putting silly shit that's never gonna happen on this bingo. Oh. I don't think we see PlayStation handheld, but PSVR, something PSVR I think is reasonable. Yeah, PSVR 2 we'll put there just in case. If anything related to PSVR 2 comes up, I think that's a win. Jonathan Holmes seems to know that a well-regarded dev is announcing a new IP at this. He said it's a dev that isn't usually associated with PlayStation. Interesting. Any guesses what he's hinting at? That is such a broad tease that, like, I have no idea where to go with that. Death Stranding 2 for sure, probably. I have no idea. I'm not going to put it on the bingo, purely because I have a review code for Death Stranding 2. And despite the fact I haven't so much as booted that game yet, since I received it yesterday, Sorry. Well, let's end the sorry for the music-y. It comes out in like 3 weeks, I think. They sent review code out like nice and early, which is honestly really appreciated. It's nice for a big game when a big game sends out review code more than like 5 days in advance. Yeah, sorry that suddenly happened. But yes, my point being, I've signed NDAs that say I'm not allowed to X, Y, and Z, and I haven't checked, but I'm pretty sure putting Death Stranding 2 on a bingo predictions list wouldn't break an NDA or embargo. But just in case, no Death Stranding 2 on here. I'm under embargo. I can't be showing favoritism or anti-favoritism by putting it on a bingo. Tee-hee. Oh yeah, no, Flunkorg, it's end of this month. I think it's the 22nd? It's the 20-something of this month is Death Stranding 2. Killzone VR. Yeah, I got embargoed. I got all sorts of embargoes. You should see the length of the thing I had to read for Death Stranding 2. Oh, I read so many words about what I am and am not allowed to say about Death Stranding 2. And in several weeks, you will find out what I think of Death Stranding 2 if I have found the time to play an entire Death Stranding in the same month that the Switch 2 launches and Summer Games Fest is happening. This is one of those months where I am just going to have to not sleep. There are going to be many nights where I'm staying up till like 4 a.m. binging video games, getting a few hours sleep, and then getting up and being like, oh, hello everyone, I'm here. Team Asobi revives Ape Escape as a franchise by remaking the first one. I'd love it, but we'll see. I don't think so. Laura's so embargoed, she's the rest of the alphabet barcode too. Street Fighter 6 Season 3 tease? Ooh, maybe. Deltarune? Maybe. How many more things do we need? We need 5 things, and we have 5 minutes. Okay, chat, we got 5 minutes. I need you to throw ideas at me we can stick in these last 5 slots. A gay game for Pride Month? You know what? Fuck it. We've got limited time. I'm putting gay as a space. If I deem it gay, we get that space. Remaster. Remaster. Nobody needed. Nah, Silk Song's gonna be either Xbox or Nintendo. A game you worked on. A game Laura worked on. Fuck it. That's space 3. I have no idea if that's true. I know I've worked on games. I don't know if any of them are going to be here today. New games by the Yakuza devs? Nah, they'll do their own standalone thing. Patapon? Maybe. I've already put No Bloodborne somewhere on here. Let me zoom in so that this is a bit better visible for people. Okay, I need 2 more things. And we got limited time. This is gonna be a bad bingo, but I'm here for bad bingo. Oh yeah, okay. PS5 Pro patch for old game. Game that no one expects gets a PS5 Pro patch. And... does MGS3 have a confirmed date? Well, fuck it, we gotta take that off. We need more things again now. Fuck. PS Vita 2, I believe, is happening, but not until 2027, I would guess. Fat Princess HD. You know what? Today, we're having it today. Fat Princess HD. But only because there's 3 minutes left and I need spots. Switch 2 compatible. Glover 2. Come on, chat. You gotta give me one more thing. One more thing that is either reasonable or that makes me giggle. It's getting in there. Date everything? Wasn't Fat Princess already HD? Fat Princess 4K. Okay. Fat Princess 4K. We got Infamous. We've already got Infamous on here. Oh yeah, PC. What could get ported to PC? Astrobot PC. PC port of Astrobot. Which I don't think will happen because it's so reliant on the DualSense's features to be any good. I don't think they're going to take it off of the PS5. But there you go. This is our not very good bingo board for tonight. I should have started doing the bingo earlier so we had more time to think, but I didn't. So we don't. Okay, let me put that in MS Paint, and then I can consider how this is laid out and whether we're likely to get a bingo. I'm gonna guess not. There's some things in here that I think are pretty much certain, and a lot of things in here that are really just gonna gum up the works and fuck up a bingo. Right. So, what do we got? We got 2.5 minutes. Pragmata, I think, probably. Cyberpunk DLC 2, probably too early, but we're putting it there. Intergalactic, maybe. Final Fantasy IX Remake, probably too early, but yeah, you can hope. No Bloodborne. This column on the right, maybe. No Bloodborne, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, Wolverine, Gravity Rush PS5, Silent Hill 2 Remake DLC. The bottom row, Gay, Final Fantasy Tactics, PSVR 2, KOTOR Remake, Silent Hill Remake DLC. The bottom row could be Pragmata, Halo, Resident Evil 9, God of War 2D, Metroidvania, and Gay. The left, three of the outside lines could be doable. Cyberpunk 2, PS5 patch roll game, Final Fantasy 9 Remake, not so much. Halo, PS5 patch, it's vague enough. That's not happening. Do the diagonals. Pragmata, PS5 patch for old game, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, Xbox Silent Hill 2 remake? That's reasonable. Gay, a game Laura worked on, Sonic Racing, Neo, No Bloodborne. Ooh. Honestly, there are more bingo lines here that could be plausible than I expected there to be. I expected it to be far more of a nothing here is happening. Okay, if I shrunk it down, is that gonna... No, okay, I'm shrinking it down, but I'll bring it back up. What happens if there is Bloodborne? Does the bingo explode? If there is Bloodborne news, I lose the bingo. No matter what other squares I ticked, I lose the bingo, but every one of you wins. If Bloodborne happens, I automatically fail and you all win. Actually, we all win. Even I win. All of us win if Bloodborne. Death Stranding 2 might have a date. Death Stranding 2 already has a date. It's the end of this month. If there's Bloodborne, we all have to eat umbilical cords. I don't make the rules. Okay, welcome all 70 plus of you. I can probably turn this up a little. Is this gonna be Tetris Effect? No. Yeah. This sounds like the Tetris Effect soundtrack. Tetris Effect 2? Please? Oh, this is 1000% Tetris Effect. No, I don't think this is Lumines. This music is such a Tetris Effect song. I know my Tetris Effect. Everything here is screaming Tetris Effect at me. Yeah. What is happening? Is this like a new mode? Or a new game in the style? Is this a non-Tetris effect from that dev team? No, this isn't Tetris. What is this? Is this Lumines? Lumines effect? You're right. You're right. But you see why I'm saying Tetris effect? Like, Lumines Arise. Who's developing this? This has to be the Tetris Effect team. Oh, Lumines is the same dev team as Tetris Effect. Well, that makes sense. I didn't realize they were the same dev team. It's Enhance. Did they say a date for that?
Hello from Enhance.
Yeah, I knew it had to be Enhanced. That soundtrack was like, oh, it's the Tetris Effect soundtrack. PSVR 2 support, of course, yeah. Autumn. Hell yeah. Tetris Effect, fucking great. Lumines, if you're giving it the Tetris Effect treatment, yes. Also, don't call it a synesthesic sensory experience. You don't have synesthesia. Stop. That's our word, not yours. God, now I want Tetris Effect on Switch 2. Well, it's on Switch 1 and it runs great. So you can play it on Switch 2. It looks real good on Switch. Like, that Switch port is so nice.
Thank you.
Oh, did they say single player and multiplayer demo? Sorry, I'm not reading the subs. I got overexcited for Lumines Effect. Oh. That soundtrack just... Okay, demo in the summer. Yeah, that soundtrack just got my body going. I was like, oh, I know this music. I know this shit. Gotta have 120 FPS HDR, though. Honestly, yeah, give me 120 FPS patch for Tetris Effect. Oh.
Our third generation of Luna filament and advanced generative
Is this gonna be Pragmata?
We're reshaping the line between dreams and reality.
No, it's talking about AI, but I think because it's in universe talking about AI, not the game is using AI. The game isn't using AI.
Corporation.
It's set in a world where the evil corporation's doing AI. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Pragmata. The vehicle design feels really familiar.
And why are these things trying to kill us?
You bump the volume of the conference? Yeah, of course. This good. I'm trying not to... Yeah, it's the Pragmata kid, yeah. This was shown at the first reveal for the PS5. This was one of the first PS5 games shown. We got one CGI trailer where a spaceman and a little girl got sucked up into space.
Whoa, hang on a second.
Okay, she's an AI kid, okay.
Name or something?
I'm good. Get behind me.
I think I can help.
Ooh. Oh, that's stylish as fuck.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
Neutralize us?
Looks like we're gonna have to fight our way through. What the?
Bypassing first and second firewalls.
Yeah, the one everyone thought was Kojima, yeah.
Initiating hack.
I'm really into this game with, like, little cyber hacker robot kid. Yeah, Pragmata.
Hey, D.I.
Why does this say no? There it goes.
Okay. Look.
I'm gonna call you
How
Diana.
about I call you Diana.
Called it. See?
Anna?
See, I could write a video game. Okay. 2022/2023/2026. It's still at least a year plus away. But it still exists. Well, we're still gonna have PS5s in 2026, I guess.
Oh, hey, today is Saturday, which means curry time.
Awesome, I love curry.
Speaking of curry, apparently the current president is actually a humane. What does that mean? It's okay, I'll get it.
What is this art style, and what does this game look like while being played?
Romeo!
I want to see a game that looks like this in gameplay.
You're gonna die. Romeo, listen up. You're gonna die in about 15 seconds. Seriously? Seriously, don't worry. I made this just in case. The Dead Gear life support system. Don't move, okay?
Oh! Are we playing as stuff inside the body trying to save the guy's
You're
life?
already half dead. From now on, you're half dead man. No, wait, that's pretty lame.
Everything about this is my
From now on,
aesthetic.
you're dead man.
Yeah, please tell me this is Suda. This has to be a new Suda thing. It's so Suda coded. Right, I don't know who other than Suda would make this. Oh. Fucking love this soundtrack. Oh. Oh, that theme tune's real catchy. Let me put the other headphone on. Ultraviolence is Suda's thing. Please tell me this is new Suda. I want to see what Suda does when
Romeo
not
is a dead man. Coming 2026.
when not doing
Maybe.
Huh? That was Grandpa's voice. Are you like a spirit?
didn't see any names.
What?
Ah! Yeah, there it is. You know what? I am excited to see what Suda is up to now that he's not making No More
皆さんこんにちは
Heroes.
グラスホッパーの役者の須田剛一です
Yeah, as, that flavor.
皆さんトレーラーどうでした、グラスホッパーの久々の新作ルミオイザ・デッドマンです、いよいよ発表できました、このゲームはですね
I
主人公の
chatted
ロ
to
ミオ
Suda like
ロミオ
for
スターゲーザー
about
っていうのが
45 minutes, did
かっ
an
こいい
interview with him once. He is genuinely such a lovely guy to chat with. He's very, very charismatic. He clearly feels a deep passion for the work he makes.
そして今回はですね
This must be what Jonathan was talking about. This feels like a
ストロン
Jonathan
グスタイル
thing,
のアクションゲ
yeah.
ームとして、チーム一丸となって頑張って作ってます。そしてなんで、タイトルがですねロミオなのにデッドマンなのか、それは皆さんぜひ続報をお待ちください。プレイステーション30周
I
年過ぎちゃい
fucking
ましたけどおめでとうござ
love
い
a
ます。
good Suda game. Like, even No More Heroes 3 that is janky and technically buggy and rough looking as hell. I just love Suda's specific brand of janky, rough around the edges bullshit. Oh, Silent Hill If! We should. Whoever said I should have put Silent Hill If on here, you were right, I was a coward.
私も後から行くね。
Okay.
じゃあね。
Yeah, I was a coward for not putting this on here.
裏切り者。
You traitor. I'm so ready for Silent Hill not based in Middle America. F, not if.
誰もいないの。足の悪いおばあちゃんまでいないなんて、こんなの絶対に変。誰もいないし、気味の悪い怪物がうろつき回ってるし。いや、キラコ。
Look, I want this to be good so much. I want to believe that we can get a good original Silent Hill. Rocker says, anything particularly noteworthy so far? The Tetris Effect team are making a Lumines game, but Lumines Effect. Pragmata still exists. Suda51's got a new game called, like, Rodrigo is Dead or something. And now we're seeing Silent Hill. It's been pretty damn good so far. Romeo is dead. It was... and our name was dead. Northeast Recluse, you're welcome to that opinion. I think this looks kind of cool. Romeo is a dead man. Yeah, that's the one.
どこにいるの?
Look, I forever live in hope of Silent Hill having a new good original game, and there's enough stuff going on here that makes me go, I want to believe this is going to be the one. It's doing, like, fucking love some of this mannequin movement animation. I think this is pretty rad. NK man, I've seen the recommendations you're making in chat. Don't worry, I am aware that you are recommending. You have said it about 6 times in chat. Don't worry, I got you. We made a promise to each other we'd be together forever. Ooh. Hate being alone. No worries, NK. It's alright. I apologize if I came off a little snarky there. I'm skeptical of anything that deigns to call itself Silent Hill, really. Yeah, I totally understand being skeptical of anything Silent Hill being good at this point. But what I'm seeing looks cool and looks like a different take, and I want to believe. There's been enough times in the past that I really loved Silent Hill that I want to believe, you know. 25th of September, cool. Again, I should have put this on the bingo card. Someone suggested we put it on the bingo card, and I was like, no, it's gonna be further away, And I assumed they were gonna do it in their own, they were gonna show it in their own thing. Around the 16th century. Ooh.
The castle has been sighted again. The church's
What are you,
orders are
man,
absolute.
with the Giga Chad
The issue in
face?
sacrifices must be stopped.
Like, this man,
will track the ethereal castle.
that man's face just looked like the Giga Chad face.
creatures that dwell
Yeah,
within.
is this Castlevania?
The demon lord himself will fall by our hand.
A new 2D Castlevania?
Will test the
Or is it
limits of your
Bloodstained?
powers.
Is it...
You will face horrors beyond your darkest imaginings.
It's definitely a Castlevania, even if it's not a Castlevania. But I think it's
Born
Castlevania?
of pure darkness.
Yeah, the castle has been cited referencing the moving castle, which... that was Trevor Belmont, I think. Oh, that's... Yeah, that's Castlevania music. This looks pretty cool. Is this suggesting 2-player co-op? It could be a Bloodstained, but I do think there's enough evidence to suggest it might actually be a Castlevania.
With me!
Shouting the attack names is very Castlevania.
Tonight, we start our mission.
Sure, Giga Chad, away we go. Till death destroys our castle walls. Oh, it's a Bloodstained. You know what? It's a Bloodstained that's just leaning on shit like some of the Castlevania reference stuff. That looks real cool, though. I really enjoyed Bloodstained. I'll take another Bloodstained.
So you've come. Right into the palm of my hand.
You know what? I trust Bloodstain, a Bloodstain sequel to be a good game. I trust that more than I trust, you know, them to make a good Castlevania. Oh, this is Digimon!
You've somehow been sent back in time 8 years.
I keep being told Digimon is really good, and this one looks really cool. Does anyone know if this is a good one I can jump into without past context? Is this like, do I need to have played other ones to play this one, or can I jump in?
Our ultimate mission is to uncover the
because it looks like Digimon Persona, and I really like that.
A phase electron life form. Is that what you call us, Digimon? I'll always be right here with you.
Who exactly are you working for?
This aesthetic really works for me.
Or what is that?
You really don't know anything about the digital world?
We have been enemies for years now, but this is the first time
I know
the
that
Titans
it's
have launched
Digimon,
an
digital
attack on this
monsters.
scale.
That's
We now believe
Agimon.
most of the anomalies
There's
we've been
Devilmon.
dealing with stem from Digimon.
It seems the upcoming battle is truly unavoidable.
The world on this end is running out of time.
Yeah, I don't know what the gameplay genre of this one even is, but I do know that
The human world.
the
will
art
most
looks
certainly
cool.
be
I
affected.
like that.
Do the Titans
the
not
way they do
care
their
about the
3D.
end of the digital world?
Right, it's so Persona.
That egg is very important!
Digimon are the champions. These games are going to be exclusives. PlayStation isn't super accessible for me. These aren't all exclusives. Some of them will be, but like this Digimon game is coming
We
to other
must
stuff, I
protect the
think.
world from them. For this purpose and this purpose alone. we're
Google
born.
the individual
opens, there
games
will
to
be
find out if they're
swarmed
coming to
by
other
Digimon.
platforms. They'll only say PlayStation here, but
Everything's riding on
To
you.
move forward into the
you know,
future!
We must
like
fulfill our
the
mission.
Silent Hill one, I you know, will be multi-platform probably. Digimon's on, like, everything. Okay, October. I could... You know what? This might be the first time I play a Digimon game. And, like, actually play one. Ooh, Square Enix. Is this... Ooh... There's gonna be Final Fantasy Tactics?
Abandon not your wayward children of Ivalice, but deliver us from our sins, that we might know salvation.
Is Creative Studio 3 bad? Okay, this is Final Fantasy
blame
Tactics.
yourself or the father.
Okay, what did Creative Studio 3 do? Why do we not like them?
The powerful
I like this art
rule
style.
the weak. It is our duty.
Heavens fall upon your crown!
Let
This
me
vile
find
charade
Final
has
Fantasy
gone on long enough.
Tactics quickly.
It ends now.
The Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 16 devs. I thought we all loved Final Fantasy 14,
Do
and
you remember when
reviews
your
were
father showed us
fine
how to make
enough
a
for
whistle with a
16.
blade of grass?
I thought 14 was enough that people liked that studio. Oh, the two art styles. September 30th, okay. Look, 16 I think is a stupid game, but like,
and I'm
not in a way that makes me go like, oh god, they're working
and
on
release
it.
dates for games coming to PS5 later this year.
But Final Fantasy 16 is one of those games where like, I think it's stupid as hell, but like, it's a technically well-made and ambitious game that like, it's not a bad game, it's just not for me. I think it's stupid. But like, not in such a... Final Fantasy 16 is not a game where I see that they're making a new thing and I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be terrible.
Play and much more, as well
they
as
named
the
the character
classic
Clive,
version,
yeah, and it was
which
hilarious
brings
that they
a
did
faithful
that.
recreation of the 1997 original.
Original
to
14
modern
was so bad,
consoles.
but they made it good. They got around to it. They sorted it. I thought
Final
we liked
Fantasy
the 14
Tactics, the
team.
Ivalice
I don't know.
Chronicles
I can't
launches
keep up
on
with you lot.
PS5 and PS4 September 30th, and will be available for pre-order later today.
Oh, no, trust me, I agree. I think Final Fantasy
This next
16 is
game
bad.
something
I don't
really
enjoy
special.
it.
When I first
but I don't
played
think it's
it, I
bad in a
laughed
way that
so
would make me
hard, I almost barfed.
worried about
Let's
them
check it
making a
out.
game.
But is there maybe just toilet?
Toilet?
Yeah, I just need to pee.
How bad?
Oh, it's this game. I really don't like this game.
Just go behind this bush. I'll wait.
I just went away.
Pea shy.
No.
Yeah, no, you don't want me watching.
This game really feels
In baby
like
steps, all you have to do is carefully place one foot in front of the other.
I'm gonna mute this and talk about this. Look, I have no rational basis for saying this, and I'm gonna get people going, yeah, no, it's just a funny game. You're thinking too hard about it. It's like, it's not that deep, bro. But like, this game really feels like it's leaning on infantilizing disabled people who struggle to walk as like, you find it hard to walk. That's like a baby does. Like a baby finds it hard to walk. Ha ha ha. You find it hard to walk like a baby does. And it just feels kind of gross to me, right? Like, you know, not in a way where I think it's like, you know...
Hirogami is a unique action-adventure
I'm not gonna,
title
like,
from
you
Bandai
know,
Namco
tell people to
Studios,
boycott it or
Singapore.
whatever. To me, it feels kind of gross.
In this journey to save your origami home, you'll transform into
So you're saying
paper
plot is
shapes
offensive?
with distinct
No!
abilities.
Look, I don't want to get into our conversation
Including
here.
a
I think
caper
game where it's hard to control your character
nimble
is one
frog,
thing. I think the aesthetic of
party
he's
armadillo,
it's called baby steps and
and
he's
a
walking around in a
powerful
onesie and he's implied to be like they call him
Master
like
the
a
art of
man-child
folding
and
when
like
Hirogami
a grown
arrives on
baby
PS5
in multiple
later this
trailers,
summer.
and it's that aspect along as the
Sid,
excuse
why
for
don't you
it's hard to
tee this
control the
next one up?
character.
Thanks,
It just
Sean.
kind of feels
The
icky.
Hotshot series
right?
has been with
It's not a big
PlayStation
thing.
from the very beginning.
That last game looked
and its
really
latest
cool.
installment, everybody's
I'm
Golf
not saying
Hotshot
it's terrible. I'm
boasts
not
its
opening up a huge
largest
conversation.
character
I'm just
roster ever.
saying I personally find that game feels kind of icky.
Compete
Right.
in courses from 10 different regions around the world.
Yeah, it's the
Each
the
with
theme.
weather effects and new nighttime variants.
Yeah, like the theming of Octodad is
begin
it's
later
hard
today.
to walk around because you're an octopus
And those who
shoved
do
into
will
a
get
shirt.
Bandai Namco's
I've got too many
iconic
limbs and my limbs
Pac-Man
don't have
as an
bones.
early
I'm
unlockable character.
flopping around. Like that's a very different theming to he's wearing a onesie and we're
Everybody's
making
Golf
jokes about
Hotshot
how he's
drives
like a
onto
baby.
PS5 September 5th.
They're two very different themings for it's hard to walk.
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is a challenging new
Pac-Man
entry
Ninja.
in the
Oh,
long-running
Ninja Gaiden,
action
yeah.
franchise. From the makers of the Blasphemous series, Ragebound stars dual protagonists
Anyway,
from
this is
rival
why I
clans,
almost didn't
forced
bring
to
that thing up
combine their souls
about
and
baby
skills
steps.
against
It's,
a demon
I knew it was going
uprising.
to be a thing.
And longtime fans
do
will
think this
really
Ninja Gaiden
love the
looks really
pulse-pounding
fucking cool.
soundtrack featuring guest composers from the original series.
Ooh. I'm just having a thought. What was the name of that, Romeo is Dead? Was it called?
Ninja Gaiden Ragebound arrives
Romeo
July
is dead.
31st
Is a dead
on
man?
PS5 and PS4. From
Okay,
the game
cool.
makers,
Oh,
Cairn is a
Cairn!
survival
Cairn's a
climbing
cool, right,
experience
game.
where you must carefully plan your ascent up a deadly mountain.
I wonder if this game has any cool accessibility features that haven't yet been announced. Maybe it would be... People should maybe tune into a little showcase called the Accessibility Summer Showcase if they want to know if this game has cool accessibility settings, maybe.
And survive
Wink.
the harsh conditions of the climb. You can give it a try yourself with a demo that arrives later
Oh,
today.
demo today! I'm curious if any of the accessibility stuff's in the demo now.
That's all from us, but there's still a lot of State of Play to come.
This next reveal comes from the game preservationist at Digital Eclipse. Nothing can prepare you for their next collection, arriving later this year.
We knew pretty early on that the game was fun to play, people were excited about it.
The most rewarding part of it is just seeing people react to it.
Okay, that's what we need to do.
We knew that we were onto something.
Ooh, Mortal Kombat Collection?
It was such a shock to see this game. I was like, I can't believe this game exists.
I might give that Cairn demo a look.
It became something that added to the mystique of Mortal Kombat brutality.
We're showing you a part of a world that is much larger.
I gotta open some tabs up.
There was no template to make the games. It's a bit of the Wild West.
Every part of that game is an expression of who we were and what we wanted to do.
How far in are we? We've still got 20 plus minutes of this showcase. This has been a... Honestly, this has been a pretty good go showcase. This has been a pretty good one start to finish so far, honestly. I think pretty impressive. Official PlayStation fighting, like, hitbox? I was gonna say fighting stick. Yeah, okay, it is a fight stick. For a second, I was gonna ask if it was a hitbox specifically. PlayStation making a first-party fight stick. Ooh, why? Okay, that's cool. You know what? I might pick that up, not for fighting games, but to use as a accessibility controller. I like the idea of a...
No, he's close.
That form factor is just like a thing for gaming with. I kind of like.
Find him. We're under fire.
I'll see if they'll send me
Position
one.
unknown.
Loading like
Yeah,
this.
wireless is interesting. I don't know how many fighting game people want to use like competitively want to use a fighting stick wirelessly. I have to assume you can wire it and still get the wire speeds.
What's the matter? I'm over here.
Yep, I did have Metal Gear Solid 3 on here, and you all convinced me to take it off because we knew the release date already.
See you in hell.
So I took it off. I should have kept it on. This does look cool. I have this on my fantasy critic for this year. I want to see it do well. Well, Diminutive Snowman, here's the thing. I think a wireless stick, good for, like, I'm casually labbing in the living room. When I sit down to actually play seriously, I wire it. Like, a wireless stick is great for casual person learning to use a fighting stick. As long as you have the option to wire it. And it can be wireless, but it can be wired. I think that's fine. Yeah, no one's using it wirelessly at Evo. But, like, hey, I'm just playing some rounds of Street Fighter on the sofa with some friends casually. A wireless fight stick is nice.
Shining stones imbued with humankind.
Yeah, they're keeping the Ape Escape missions. Oh, I should have put... We knew something Koei Tecmo was going to be here.
This power has been...
If we'd put Ape Escape HD, I could have ticked it off for having HD Ape Escape models in it, probably. Is this Neo 3? I put Neo on the list. Or I put Neo, yeah. Is this Neo 3? This might be new Neo. I'm ticking Neo. I think this is Neo. There's Neo way it could be that.
Here is my answer.
Ooh. Oh, this looks so stylish. Oh. It's a very pretty video game.
How foolish of you to have entered the depths of hell.
Neo 3? Okay. We got another tick on the board.
Who might you be, warrior?
We haven't seen anything that looked gay yet, have we? We've not had any confirmed gay in the showcase. I'm looking for things I can tick off. A samurai that turns into a ninja is pretty cool.
こんにちは。チーム忍者の安田です。戦国死にゲーシリーズの最新作、ニオ3をついに発表させていただきました。今作のアクションはシリーズおなじみのサムライスタイルに加え、新たに忍者スタイルを追加、より多彩な戦闘を楽しめます。ステージもオープンフィールドとなり、探索や攻略の自由度や没入感が大幅にアップしています。本日よりPlayStation 5で体験版も配信いたしますので、ぜひプレイしてご意見をいただければと思います。2026年の発売に向け、続報にもぜひご期待ください。
Ooh. Oh, there's gonna be some... I'm not surprised, honestly, to see how many demos we're getting. Oh, PSVR 2. I did put we'd get this.
How old the city really
PlayStation really is going, hey, don't pay too much attention to that Switch 2 releasing tonight / tomorrow. We got demos, we got stuff to play. Your PlayStation's still cool, don't worry. You don't have to go hang out with Nintendo. We got stuff. Metal Gear does have gay in it, you know what?
To survive.
Chat, will you permit me to have gay for Metal Gear Solid? Is this Dishonored VR?
This city hides many lost and legendary
Snake Eater, yeah, it is Snake Eater, you're right.
Locked
it's fine, I'll
away,
hold off.
Waiting to be found.
But yeah, this feels like Dishonored.
To be taken.
Because it's Eidos, right?
But some treasures.
What's the over-under on Nintendo servers frying tonight? I tried to move all my Pokemon from Pokemon Scarlet, my shinies from Scarlet into Pokemon Home, just to make sure they'd be safe during the... Oh, Thief, it's Thief, of course. Sorry, yeah. I tried to move all my Pokemon to Pokemon Home today, just to make sure they'd definitely be safe during the system transfer. And my Pokemon Home kept not saving the change. It was like, try again. Pokemon Home is too slammed to operate, so I feel like Nintendo servers are going to have a real rough day tomorrow.
Marketland seems a bit tense today. I heard something.
What is this? This art style is familiar. Why do I know this? What do I know this studio for?
Damn it. It's gone. Someone beat us to it.
Ever since the Great Flood, Elland, my dear planet, has been dying. Plastemia has taken everything from us.
Yeah, there's also, I've realized, there's a problem with the game Laura worked on space. And I'm not saying this has or hasn't happened, but the question is, if a game I worked on was in this PlayStation showcase, but I can't yet announce that I worked on it, do I still tick the space and just not tell you which game in the showcase it was I worked on? Or do I not tick it even though I got that space? I'm not saying there's a correct answer to that, but I don't know what I would do.
Tidewalkers.
Yeah, I like this.
Will you help us?
World idea? The aesthetic is cool. It's a lot of fast movement for VR. I'm not sure I want to do this in first person. Yeah, I could probably safely say one of the things in this 45 minutes I worked on and not tell you what it was and be fine. Ken probably... Well, now, see, that's the problem, is if you start trying to guess what one it was...
The game director of
and I'm not even saying there was
it's
one.
A pleasure to
but
be
if there
back
was
today
one,
to
you
share
start
more
trying to
news
guess
with
it, that's when
What the last few months he has been in the
try and
world
get me in
of
trouble.
Astro.
I'm like, nah.
Astrobot launched last September to such encouraging feedback.
If I tick that box
Even
and I don't
receiving
tell
a
you
few
what it
honors,
is, you
we
have
are
to
truly
promise to be
grateful
chill
for.
and not guess
In
too
October,
much
we
what I
added
worked on.
5 speedrun levels, followed by a Christmas special packed with festive surprises. And then earlier this year, the Vicious Void Galaxy made its appearance.
I still need to
adding
play
yet
like
more
4
new
of these
challenging
Vicious Void levels.
all of which came at no additional cost. And today, I am pleased to announce that later this month, you will be able to enjoy 5 brand new challenge levels in Astrobot.
I love how
bringing the total to a whopping
support
90
they're giving
planets.
this game.
And new special bots will be there too.
I love
including
that they
Atsu
are
from
continuing
Ghost of
to just
Yotei,
add free
alongside other fans' favorites.
hard
these
mode
ones
levels
are a surprise.
to go, hey, did you enjoy
And
that?
finally,
you want, like...
the Astrobot DualSense wireless controller will return later this year with a slight twist.
Okay, which
so
one?
be on the lookout for more news coming soon. From all of us at Team Asobi,
What's the slight twist?
thank you
Is it one
all
of the
for
other
amazing reception
designs?
you gave our game. And
Oh.
enjoy the rest of the show.
Or is it like the Elite controller or the Edge controller or whatever? Incompetent Zero Who said, by worked on, you have Cairn in the Accessibility Summer Showcase. Who said I had Cairn in the Accessibility Summer Showcase? I hinted I have Cairn in the Accessibility Summer Showcase. But my Incompetent Hero says, you technically worked in marketing. Is this Sea of Thieves? No. This looks like a 3D Monkey Island? Like, this looks a little bit Guybrush 3-woody, but it's not. I'm just blindly claiming it's there. Look, you could look if Ken is in the Accessibility Summer Showcase, which I did heavily imply, even though I didn't say that outright. You could, I suppose, that would mean I had done work to promote that, and I had done marketing work for that game-ish. I appreciate them having lyrics on screen. Yeah, it's not a given. To show lyrics on screen, you have to pay a separate set of royalties. Is this an RPG? Those are like JRPG damage numbers. Bingo card to be completed at a later date. Why are they made of wood? If this is an RPG, like a turn-based RPG with wooden pirates, that's very cool. We put Astrobot on the bingo card, but it was coming to PC. We put PC port down. I'm gonna give that a half tick. Just oh, okay. I really thought this was Journey for half a second. This is Pirates. Does that count as gay? His cheeks flush looking at that old man, that counts as gay. Look, we'll debate at the end if things count as gay. From the designer, Journey. Yeah, I'll take from Journey designer. This feels Journey, and therefore I'm engaged. Yeah, they got a good track record of making good things, and this looks fucking gorgeous. Tony Hawk's Pro Journey. Surfing on a sword is a sign of a good game, you're correct. It's a sign of a good piece of media. Any piece of media that lets you surf on a sword is instantly 10 out of 10 a very good piece of media. Those are referencing journey levels pretty closely, says Ranico Plays. I think you're right, yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani. That was a new look at Sword of the Sea, a visually striking adventure from the team behind Abzu and The Pathless. We're excited to announce that Sword of the Sea will launch this summer into the PlayStation Plus game catalog.
I'll play that.
On June 17th, Remedy brings otherworldly action
I can't
to
tell
game
you my
catalog
opinion
with
of it,
FBC
but I
Firebreak.
played the
In this cooperative
beta for
FPS
this.
set in the paranatural world of Control, you and two fellow agents
I cannot
must
tell you whether I
confront
liked
and
it or
contain
not,
the reality
but I
void
did
of
play a
chaos
chunk
found
of this
within the
while
oldest
Steph
house.
was visiting a couple weeks ago.
Fun in short bursts or deep dives, FBC Firebreak
that's real
launches day
close.
1 into game catalog on June 17th.
I am looking. I'm gonna play that one.
The PlayStation
I'm
Plus
careful with my
Classics
wording here.
catalog
I'm gonna play
welcomes
that
several
when it
new
comes out.
titles this summer. The PS2
You can
version of
you can
legendary
infer
immersive
what you
sim
like about
Deus
whether I
Ex
enjoyed it or
arrives
not. But I'm
June
gonna play that when it
17th.
comes out.
In July, Twisted Metal 3 and Twisted Metal 4 join the service just in time for the second season premiere of Twisted Metal, which arrives July 31st in select countries, including Peacock in the US. Additionally, 2 of Capcom's most beloved games from the original PlayStation are set to join the Classics lineup. Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 will arrive later this summer
This would be a
in the
great
Classics
moment for
catalog.
a Resident Evil 9 trailer.
Additionally, Myst and Riven will arrive later this month as part of the Days of Play celebration, running now through June 11th.
We got
Days of Play
5-ish
is a 2-week event
minutes
that
left.
includes bonus PlayStation Plus content
Maybe
drops,
longer.
great deals on software and hardware, and more. Visit PlayStation Blog and PlayStation.com for full details.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
Oh!
He then
This is the
started
James
a
Bond
grand
game.
tour of every major boarding school in
We're
Britain.
having-
Always at the top of his class.
There's
Always
a
at
IO
odds with
Interactive
authority,
showcase
same thing in the
happening.
Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
I
And
assumed
they're
that
all
would
in
be
need
where
of
we saw
early
this
retirement.
first.
Nobody knows what
Okay.
to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the
I had
same
no
way.
reason to think we wouldn't see
did in Iceland.
the
What
first
he
place we
did
saw this
in
wouldn't be
Iceland
IO's
was
own thing.
insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to
Oh,
blind
please
luck.
tell me we're doing,
Give me
like,
one
quite
good
a young
reason to put
James
him in the
Bond.
program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway.
Yeah, this sounds like it's
really
his.
quite simple.
He's only just been
Bond
signed
is a
on.
bullet without a target. Let's give him
Oh, you know what? I'm really into a young James Bond only just getting his being brought into the 00 agent program.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
It's so often just assumed that James Bond is already
Now let's
competent in
not
these
get ahead of
films.
ourselves, James.
Oh yeah, there were young James Bond books. Yeah.
So you shouldn't have.
You know what? Bond is a character I actually.
facing a situation
I'm genuinely
of the
kind of
utmost
excited for this.
I need all my pieces on the board.
And it's IO. IO Interactive
009
are
is the
so
master manipulator.
skilled at
Whatever the
making
end game
games.
is, we won't see
I
it coming.
bloody trust them with this. And it's an IO Interactive game that's third person, so I won't feel motion sick. I'm playing it. That's great. I love that.
Jet lag.
I'm like, no, they're already
every
third
time.
person. Why am I It's because I was watching Hitman VR footage recently, and in my head I went first person. Hitman first person. No, it's third person. I'm silly and tired. James Bond games are usually first person. That's where I'm thinking. The James Bond game is third person. Give me a really
What do you do, James?
hot
Lately?
cinematic heavy James
Headhunting.
Bond. Yeah, these are the Hitman dev team. Take those overworld sandbox mechanics and give me a linear story with them. Oh. The music is from On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Oh.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
I'm hoping we see like gameplay for this at the I/O thing, which I think it's I forget what night this is happening.
Hello,
I need to look at
I'm
my
Hakan
calendar.
Abrak, CEO of Iron Interactive. The team is thrilled to announce 007 First Light. You'll experience James Bond as a young air crewman in the Royal Navy. Before the tuxedo
2
and
a.m.
the
on
martinis,
Saturday. Yeah, I was
as
gonna
he
say it's
first
a 2
steps
a.m.
into
one.
the world of espionage,
Yeah,
striving
so
to earn
it's
his
after
00
Day of the
status.
Devs, I think, isn't it?
Everyone.
If
at
M is
Iron
a black
Interactive
woman, how
has
long before the
poured
game
their
is called
passion
woke?
and dedication into
I mean,
crafting an
there's a black
experience
woman
that
in the game,
honors
of
the
course
legacy
it's
of
gonna be
Bond, harnessing
woke.
our 25 years of agent expertise. This is just the beginning
Yeah,
of our
Square
journey
Enix
with
could have had
007,
this.
and we can't
They
wait
let
to
this
share
go.
more with you soon.
I'm very into that. Ghost of Yote. Who told me to take Ghost of Yote off here? That's the second thing that I had on my bingo board and chat convinced me to take off. How long is this showcase? They said 45 plus minutes, and we were at the 44-minute mark.
You're
so
still with me?
There might be something after this still, but we're coming toward the end. I think I took it off, didn't I? I did badly today at this bingo, and I said at the time that I would. I did say this was going to be a bad bingo board. Yeah, the BT, but the thing is for both of them, you said put on that getting a release date, and both of them already had release dates. So you told me to put them on there, but for the wrong reasons. I fight for freedom. Try and impress me. What is this? Ooh. Arc system works. Avengers fight. Is this an Avengers fighting game from Arc System Works? Okay, I trust Arc. Oh, Marvel Met. Oh, okay, we got this Marvel. Come on, give me some Squirrel Girl. Give me some deep cuts. Oh, this art style looks fucking gorgeous. Is this Marvel 4? It could be Marvel 4. Arc System Works Marvel 4. I don't think it's going to be Marvel vs. Capcom. We've only seen Marvel so far. Right now, there's no... Maybe they're about to throw Capcom in, but I've seen no stage transitions. No, it's not going to be Marvel 4. I mean, in Incompetech Hero, this Arc System Works makes some of the best fighting games out there. If you see Arc System Works as making a fighting game, that fighting game's going to be real damn good. Marvel Fighters with a Z at the end. 4v4 tag battles. Yeah. Arc System Works making a 4v4 Marvel tag game. Yeah, no, Arc System Works made the Dragon Ball Z game that was so good it became like a mainstay at Evo. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Ooh. I love those fucking designs. Like that Captain America, that Steve Rogers design, with the fucking leather jacket is real cool. Oh. PS5 and PC. Wait. Are we rewinding? Wait, what was the rewind? What was the rewind about? What was different when they rewound? What was happening?
プレイステーションの友人から急になんか飲みに行こうぜっていう連絡が来て、なんのこっちゃと思って、予定合わせて行ったんですけど、ちょっと飲んでる中で実はアップルの方でマーベルの格闘ゲームを作ってみないかというような提案をいただきまして。いや本当に聞いた時はびっくりしましたね。で、世界的に本当に有名な IP ですし、光栄だなと思いつつも、まず
Sony just called up and were like, "Hey,
大丈夫かな?"
Hey, Arc System Works, you want to make a Marvel fighter? Yeah, I thought that was Yakuza for a minute because I'm so fucking Yakuza. I'm so like a dragon pilled. I was like, oh, that's the streets of Yokohama from Yakuza.
The inspiration for working on this project really came from a place of pure fandom.
I feel like this is going to be the last.
To say, why isn't PlayStation in this space?
So PlayStation approached us with this vision to bring Marvel back to the forefront of the tag fighting.
Okay,
genre.
So this is PlayStation
really
published. This is like PlayStation exclusive, like PlayStation and PC exclusive fighting game.
When it came to approaching Marvel, you have to kind of first float the idea and let them know, hey, we're thinking about approaching a company like Arc System Works to make a fighting game. We'd love to partner with you to do this really great collaboration. Would you be interested?
When they named the developer, that really perked up our ears. It's always refreshing to work with a team that will take on the challenge of tackling
I feel
Marvel,
like this has to be the last thing at the
and they're
showcase,
just uppercutting that challenge into the stratosphere. And that's what you get with this team. I mean, they couldn't make something boring if they tried.
社長からも
What was the IP that RGG got? It was Virtua Fighter? They're making the next Virtua Fighter?
話を受けてしまった以上、これは私がプロデューサーな
Marvel
の
have
かな
been desperate to get into Japan for
The
a while.
tricky thing
This
is
might
that
be
most
their way in.
fans, including
Oh god,
myself,
yeah.
see this
This
as
is
a
100%
trying for Marvel. The tough part
trying to sell
is
itself
finding
to
a
Japan.
partner that's crazy
Like
enough
this
to take on the
this is a
task.
game that you can
Because you either do something
you
like
can
this
see it
in
wants
bold,
to be successful
or you
with
don't
Japan.
do it at all.
There's going to be one more thing. Yeah,
I feel like I have a good grasp
RE9
on
feels like
their
a shoe-in
art style and how they would approach certain IPs. You come in with your kind
Unless
of own
RE9 is
expectations of here's
Xbox.
what I would expect to
But
see
it feels
from
like a
Arc System
PlayStation.
Works when they take on a Marvel IP. And
We're
what came
50
up
minutes
was
in and they said
that
45
went
plus
beyond
minutes,
that.
so here's the thing. I think there's one more thing, but I'm trying not to get my hopes up. I'm trying to...
一番最初にマーベルさんに
You
提
left
出
it
した
James
時
Bond. What did you
は
miss?
なんとなくマイケルさんの反応は
PlayStation
あんまり芳しくなかっ
published
た印象があ
Arc
って
System Works
何がま
Marvel
ずいのかな
fighting
ってい
game.
ろいろこうやっぱり
Heavily
直接話してい
Japan
くうちにもっとアークのやりたいマーベルを見せてくれというような話をいただいたことがあ
Arc System
っ
Works
て
Marvel Fighter.
I remember personally the first time I saw Iron Man was really when I felt we had something special.
なので今回のアイアンマンのデザインを皆さんご覧いただければわかると思うんですけども、かなりこう日本らしいアークシステムワークスらしいデザインっていうのが出ているかなと思うので、マーベルの皆さんの反応がすごく良くて、あ、これなんだみたいないう感じで。
4v4, how's that going to work? I don't know.
Fighter jet,
But if anyone's going to make it work, it's Arc.
Mixed with a brick
Arc know how
house.
to make good
And the fact
fucking
that they
fighting
added
games.
anime mech elements to him just felt really naturally at home.
One of the mantras that we have for this project is from Japan to the
Oh,
world,
that's
and really
such a-
trying to
it's
take
such a
not just the
chibi
IP but
this
games and
Marvel.
mechanics and say what can we really take from Japan, the creators that are doing
Chibi
awesome
Kamala
work here,
Khan is
and bring that
adorable.
to the global platform.
まあ特別なところいっぱいあるんですけど、まあ本当にやっぱり強調すべきは、まあ格闘ゲームのチームバトルの中では4対4というのがまず本当に意欲的で挑戦的なところだというところ
Yeah,
と、
3v3. We've seen 3v3 tags before. 4v4 tag is
it's
rare.
also the gameplay mechanics
I'm
and
not saying
adding
it's
in
not
that
been done, but
what
it's
is that
not
pop?
common.
What is going to be something that's different? Up until now, You've seen tag fighters that have 2v2, 3v3.
Yeah.
We felt like we just had to go 4v4. And in doing so, we found a lot of unique and fun
Welcome,
ways
Raiders.
to
Hello.
change up the gameplay.
We're
that I
getting
think players are gonna
excited
be very
about
excited to see.
Arc System Works,
今回
Japanese
4対4
Marvel
という、革新
4v4
的なところ
fighting
にチャレ
game
ン
that
ジし
looks
ている
pretty
中
cool
で
from
4
Arc.
キャラクター練習しないと勝てないんじゃないのとか安心してください。
Learning 4 characters is extremely daunting, but the team at Arc System Works has found a way to design a system that adapts to your playstyle. So you could either duke it out as just the leader and 3 assists, or you can tag in your assists to swap the leader and change the matchup on the fly.
A
I
tag
don't think a lot of people
game where
thought
you don't
this day would be here, would come. You
where
know, this has
you've
just
got
been an
options
awesome
to
journey,
not
and I'm
to
excited
not
that we get to be able
actively
to share it
change
with all the
your
fans out
playable
there.
character.
I'll tell you right now, a lot of fighting games, they never get to experience
Interesting,
this
and I'm
level
curious
of
how
production,
how well
and
it will
it's just a dream to even be working with these two great partners.
それは決してビジネスという枠組みではなくて、それぞれ
Yeah,
の
right? That's
強
such
い
an
思い
interesting
の
way to
中
do
で
things.
このタイトルを成功させよう、いいゲーム
Rule
にし
Spider
て
says
ファンに
Maximilian
届け
Dude
よ
is
う
just
と。
losing it right
The
now.
3 companies
I'm
have come
very
together to
excited
do
to
this,
see the
and I think we really
Twitch
are going to
clip
make something
highlight of
magical here.
Maximilian
このタイ
Dude
トルですね、
losing
まだま
his
だ開
fucking
発途中ではありますが、続々とキャ
Anytime
ラ
a
クタ
cool
ーも発
fighting
表
game
してい
announcement
きたいと思い
happens,
ます
I
し、キ
go
ャ
and
ラクター
I
以
go
外
and
の
look for a
コン
clip
テン
on
ツ
Max
という
Dude's
ところ
channel
も
because I know
今
he'll
後
be
いろいろ
losing
出
his
ていく
mind.
と思います。今しばらく
I
楽しみにお
fucking
待ち
love
いただ
his
ければなと
reactions
思い
to
ます。
the
Stay tuned.
the Marvel Classics collections coming to Switch on those Nintendo Directs. One where it's like NBC's coming back with rollback netcode, and him just fucking screaming at the screen. Pokemon Fighting Souls. Yeah, like even having fucking kanji in the logo.
You're still with me?
Oh. Okay, yeah, this is the end. Okay, no RE9. In that case, I reckon RE9 is Xbox. I think Xbox got RE9. Yeah, Sizzle Reel tells me they're done. Still, honestly, the new Suda 51 game, that's enough for me to have thought this was a really good showcase. Like, it could be one more thing, but like usually they don't. Usually the sizzle reel is it's time to go home. This is rolling credits in the cinema. It's we're done. Off you go, everyone. We're finished. Yeah, there we go. We're all done. But again, look at this. This was a pretty good showcase. What did we get? We got Tetris Effect, but Lumines. Pragmata is still alive. The first light trailer for 007 looked real cool. Silent Hill F, I know I should be skeptical because it's Silent Hill, but it did look good. Neo's got a demo. Cairn's got a demo. Final Fantasy Tactics Remake. Romeo is a Dead Man looked fucking cool. Tokon Fighting Souls. Yeah, that was pretty good. I think that was a... Oh yeah, what else did we have? Bloodstained sequel. The Digimon Stories trailer looks cool. Yeah, that was pretty rad. I didn't do great on the bingo. I really thought I was going to do better than that. I thought that God of War Metroidvania was a shoo-in for today. I have ticked a game Laura worked on the bingo card, but even with that, this is how we did. Oh no, we got no Bloodborne. No Bloodborne. And if we could tick gay, we'd be only one off. Sonic Racing Crossworlds wasn't there. There we go. Laura has RE9. Yeah, Resident Evil 9 is an exclusive for the Accessibility Summer Showcase. You caught me. That's my big exclusive reveal for the AA Showcase. Shh, don't tell Capcom I told you. I'm not supposed to tell you till Friday, but, you know. I thought that was a pretty good showing. I don't think that fighting game was a bad choice of a headliner. I think that game is going to, for its audience, it's gonna be the shit. Yeah, all in all, I think that was a very solid... That was nearly an hour, and I think there was very little low moments in it. The lawyers will be in touch in the morning. Right, I'm going to start wrapping this up, because I'm going to get an early night, because I have so many weeks, days of streams in the next week coming up, but tomorrow, if you're awake in the UK time, I'm going to be the aim is to do an all-day stream of the Switch 2. My Switch 2 is showing up somewhere between 9 a.m. and 11:50, somewhere just before noon in the UK. So it could arrive as early as 9 a.m., it might be as late as noon. I'm gonna stream for about 8 hours when the Switch 2 comes up. I'm gonna unbox it on camera just to like get some footage. I'm gonna head up to the office and set it up, and then I'm just gonna stream for like 8 hours. So if you are around tomorrow and you wanna see gameplay footage of a bunch of the Switch 1 games that got performance upgrades, if you want to see Switch 2 originals, like I'm going to be playing Mario Kart World, I'm going to be playing some Cyberpunk, some Civ 7 with mouse mode, I'm going to be trying out different mouse peripherals, I'm going to be checking out accessibility features, I'm going to test, I'm going to test Split Fiction. If anyone's got a Switch 1 and wants to co-op Split Fiction with me, I'm going to try doing game share to share it over the internet to someone's Switch 1, and we'll see how that works. I'm gonna play like all of the fucking launch lineup tomorrow on stream and check it all out. So if you wanna check that out, come check out my Twitch tomorrow. Somewhere between 9 and 12 I will go live. The best way to know when is click that follow button here on Twitch. You should get a little notification that tells you when I go live. And then if you miss it, you can go check out the VOD. It'll be on YouTube. You'll be able to watch many hours of me playing the Switch. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I'm gonna go now because I gotta get some rest before tomorrow is an absolutely wild work day for me. I'll be playing my Switch 2. Play your Switch 2 while watching the stream. Come play some co-op. I'll open up Mario Kart for multiplayer with chat. We'll have a good day. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you've all enjoyed. There's moth in my room. I'm gonna go in my office. I'm gonna go scare that out in a second.